inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? For me.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Setting up the running back screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Daniels off the play action. Escapes the pocket. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, Daniels. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
That's caught, Devon Achane. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 24. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing is Willis. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Has a hole left, room to run. At the 20. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons need only one to take the lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 from the 41. Willis. Finds a man, right side. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Achane running to the right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. These are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Willis to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Quick pass, right side, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down from the 31. Putting the tight end in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Cut out left. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to keep this one. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 3.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running left, here's A-Chain. And the pursuit gets there to escort him out at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Willis now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. They're down to their final one in this half. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Achane. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now off play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They go play action here. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Play action on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Achane on the inside give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw, here's Willis. He's on the move. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Madden has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers chop some of the lead off before the half. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. To throw, Daniels. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete here to Bowers. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Panthers 10.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Willis looking to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake here, Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
The Panthers going with the dime. Third down. Daniels. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
They go play action on first. Buying some time right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Here's Willis to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing is Willis. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Yes, the Carolina touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
It's caught. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now. Volley set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. And with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Daniels from the pistol. That's caught for the first. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First down, ball at the 36. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. into the second level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Daniels on first down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Daniels now. This one's caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Back to the well again. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
Panthers 18.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's a chain up the middle. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now to the running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Oh, he lost the football. Panthers pick this one up.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Willis to throw it. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Here's Willis. Quick slant complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Panthers down by only 3. So now, here's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Handoff now from the gun. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Trying for the deep ball. This is brought in at the 15. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. We send a man in motion. One final shot here. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Orlando.